And so today for Reader's Workshop, we are going to be reflecting on all of our superpowers that we have been practicing so hard during Reader's Workshop over the whole year. So let's go over all of the superpowers that we've learned so far, and then we're going to go into talking about the ones that we've mastered, the ones that we're working on and we still need practice. We're going to do a little activity with those, okay? So let's start with our first one that we learned so long ago, way beginning of the school year. It is our pointer power. So we have pointer power. We point to our words as we read each word. Next is we have picture power. We use our pictures to try to decode those harder words that may not stretch out the way that they sound. We have reread power. We go back and reread to make sure it makes sense. We have partner power. We rely on our partners when we're reading to help us. We have snap word power. Snap words are also known as our word wall words. So we look for those in our reading, and those are words we know to snap. We also have sound power. We know all of our letter sounds. So when we stretch out words, we stretch them out and hear the sounds that each letter makes to decode words. And here's some of our newer superpowers that we've learned. So we have persistence power. We use all of our superpowers together in order to keep reading even when it's really hard for us and we feel like quitting. We keep persisting through and we get through reading some of those harder words and sentences. We have book talk power. Book talk power is where we read with our partners or whoever we're reading with, and we talk about what's happening in our story, how the characters are feeling, what's happening, where our story takes place, all that fun stuff. We have pattern power. Pattern power, excuse me, is where we look for those patterns in our book. So words or phrases that are repeating, so we kind of know what the book is talking about and what we will see throughout the whole book. Those are all of your superpowers that we have talked about and learned throughout Reader's Workshop. And you are going to watch me, Miss Stevens, use some of my superpowers in a book that we are going to read today. So I'm going to show the book as I am reading, and you are going to see what different superpowers I'm using as I'm reading my book. All right, so let's get started. Okay, let's read the book Maddie's Loose Tooth together. Maddie's Loose Tooth. Mike had a Mike had a loose tooth. He bit into an apple. His tooth came out. Maddie had a loose tooth too. She bit into an apple, but her tooth did not come out. Oh, those are some snap words. She looks like she's feeling sad or disappointed. And Mike, it looks like he's showing everyone how his tooth came out. Annie had a loose tooth. She wiggled and wiggled it. Her tooth came out. Oh, so she looks like she's looking at the tooth and saying, maybe she's getting an idea. Maddie wiggled, oh, there's that word again, and wiggled her tooth. The tooth did not come out. So she looks like she's trying so hard to wiggle her tooth. She looks like she might be getting frustrated. So now let's use our book talk power and talk about this book with our partner. Okay, so Sterling, we're going to use our book talk power. We're going to talk about how Maddie was feeling in this story. So, in the beginning, I think she was feeling a little disappointed or sad. Are you listening to me? He's not very interested. I think she was feeling a little bit sad and disappointed because all of her friends were losing their teeth. And she was trying all the things that they were trying, but it just wouldn't, her tooth just wouldn't come out. And then she just kept wiggling it. Oh, I really liked this page, Sterling. The one on the swings, because I like all the detail and I really like swinging. And so they're swinging and this girl, her tooth, she just pushed on it with their tongue and it just flew out. So I really like this page because I really like the picture. And I used the picture to help me figure out some of those words on the page that were a little bit tricky. So then she tried to do what Maddie did and push her tooth out with her tongue, but it didn't work. And then, Sterling, are you listening to me? Look at this page. So then she kept brushing and brushing and brushing her teeth and her tooth came out. Look at her big smile. She was so excited, Sterling. Oh, he doesn't care. And then this was also a cool page that I really liked because it shows all the characters in the story and they all took a picture together. So I really liked this story, Sterling. So as you guys saw with my not so great reading partner, Sterling, I was using a bunch of different of my superpowers to talk with him about what I saw in the book, some of the feelings that I noticed that the main character was feeling. I shared with him my favorite part of the book and lots of other things that I wanted to make sure to tell my partner as we were reading. So today I want to teach you that as an avid reader, like all of you are, it is important to know what superpowers you've mastered and which powers you may not use easily or even that often. Because there's lots of superpowers like you saw on our big chart. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I forget about all my superpowers and forget to use them. So we're going to be an avid reader today and reflect on all of our superpowers. You're going to do a short little activity on Seesaw of deciding which superpowers you've mastered, meaning ones that you can teach someone how to use, ones that you use every day, every time you read, ones that you're currently working on, so a superpower that you know that you need to practice and that are currently doing every time you read. And then the last column is you're going to put the superpowers that you still need to practice. So ones that you don't use that much, that you've maybe forgotten about, and you want to go back and practice using those in the future, okay? So I want to celebrate all of you because you've all worked so hard to practice your superpowers during Reader's Workshop. Whether we're at home or we're at school, we can use all of our superpowers every time that we read in order to become not just a better reader, but an avid reader. Someone that loves reading all the time, loves sharing their ideas of what they've read with everyone. So let's go ahead and reflect on all of our superpowers that we've worked so hard to practice and become awesome avid readers.